first thing I'm getting right now before I start this video today is, do you realize and know the power that you carry? Do you realize, do you see, are you experiencing the power that you truly carry? Right now is a very important time. I'm also hearing to listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth today, how they resonate to you, how they speak to you, because there is going to be a lot of messages that are going to come through. Right now at this time, your entire world is changing right before your eyes. It is important to surrender to the universe. Right when I was saying this message, the sun went down, right? Okay, I also heard when I said that balancing in energies. Okay, so there was a sunlight coming through here, and all of a sudden it was almost like, almost like probably going on, maybe a cloud covered the sun, and so it caused that for the sun to go down. There could be something being covered for some of you that you're not being able to see clearly, and I'm also hearing that this could pertain to your goals. Okay, I'm feeling this energy that you're in this new season now. You're in this totally new space, okay? I'm also hearing this unfamiliar zone, okay? And things are changing. Ooh-wee, there's a lot of messages that are coming into you for you today, okay? I'm getting this energy of, like, before I started this video, what I felt, y'all bear with me, okay? I'm gonna have to slow this down because it's Mercury retrograde and, I can get tongue-tied. So, what I am feeling before this video was like this rush energy, okay? And it feel like I'm also feeling, what I'm saying is that something could be rushing in towards you. And I'm also seeing news is on the way for some of you. And for some of you, take it how it resonates. Could be just, I want to say individual message for someone out there. Specific message. Thank you, Spirit. It's like I'm seeing a baby being rocked. And this is giving me the feeling of a newborn. And I'm also getting the feeling of a newborn you. Some of you, there could be a newborn, arrival of a birth of a child, literally. And for some of you, it could be a message of you being reborn, right? You've had a rebirth. This is a new you. And there's also this feeling of, when I felt birth, there was also the feeling of new ideas, okay, coming in towards you. And there was another thing that I was feeling with this birth energy, looking at this baby, this inner child. I'm also hearing glowing through you, like growing inside of you is what I'm feeling as well. Like, I feel like you're allowing your inner child to live as one with you. I feel free. I'm also feeling this energy of free. So I definitely feel like this playful spirit is what I'm getting coming through with this inner child feeling that you are experiencing. Okay. Some of you may be feeling really hype right now, and some of you may be feeling down right now. It depends on where you are, because ascension is up and down, so take it how it resonates into you, okay? But there was, did I say, I don't know, let's go back to it. I said a rushing energy, okay? So there could be this rushing energy, like something rushing in towards you. And some of you, I heard rushing and getting in your own way. So slow down. Right before this, maybe about an hour ago, 2 hours ago, I was sitting outside in nature, and a truck passed by, and there was some ice cubes on that truck. And the first thing that I picked up was chill. Okay, so you're being guided to chill, relax, okay? And don't get beside yourself, okay? So slow things down. I'm definitely feeling like many of you I'm speaking to is definitely coming to close to some sort of finishing something in your life, crossing the finish line to something in your life, okay? However this may speak in towards you. These ascension symptoms that we've experienced, that could be having why some of you may be feeling down right now energetically, right? Along with, ascension up and down, which is exactly what leads together. But there's a purging that has been going on and still going on. And you may be feeling this emotional release, okay? For some of you, it almost brings tears to my eyes right now, of tears of joy from a newfound freedom, some sort of revelation, some sort of clarity, as I've been speaking, that this is going to come to you. Also, with this cleansing, this purging, this ascension energy, the symptoms has been purging out in the sacral chakra. So that's why I started the video. It's like, do you know how powerful that you truly are. Okay, so like in the solar plex chakra, if I said sacral, that's my fault. The solar plexus chakra definitely has been going through a cleanse. I'm also hearing willpower. Okay, so like you're definitely standing in your power right now. If you understand what I'm saying, if you are feeling where I'm coming from now, or if you're heading in this direction to becoming aware of this, and this is going to click and give you the confirmation and clarity that you need here today. There's a lot of messages that's going to come through today, y'all, because I've been getting a lot of messages right before this video, and I also pulled a few cards, and it lines exactly with what I'm already feeling. Okay, so I heard this time you're going to get it right. Okay. Someone out there, this time you're going to get it right. Okay. I'm also picking up you've made your wrongs right. Okay. And I'm also hearing healing for someone out there. Okay, so this definitely a while ago when we saw with the sun, I heard balancing energies that could definitely click into that. Okay, but what I want to get into next is with the surrendering to the universe. You're gonna notice I'm also hearing releasing this control. Okay, so you're gonna notice there are three things. Let me start there. There are three things that I want to talk about today that you cannot take with you into this 5D living. Like, it's going to dissolve, it's going to leave. Okay, so because many of you are already in this 5D energy, like on this 5D timeline, right? This new world. And so there's some things that are being shown to you that are going to have to be left behind. And there's going to be three things that we're going to tap into. Literally, if y'all watch me, there's two things also I've been saying here lately. I spoke on revelations, right? And that's coming through to you. Clarity, insight. I said it's going to come in through to you, and it's actually happening, right? Also, I had mentioned like one time I was in a grocery store. Oh, my eyes are all big because I'm so focused on this message. I want to get it across to y'all. So also what I had spoke about is I went into my local grocery store, right? And I went to the lane when I was speaking about, I saw the binder kind of in a distance away from me, and it said left behind. This time I literally went in there again last night, right? And again, unexpectedly out the blue, at a certain time I went into the store. Okay, it's like feeling guided to go there. And this time I actually end up on the actual aisle to check out where it said left behind. So there are some things that are being left behind. And it's linking into the message what I'm about to say to you today. These three things that are playing out in your life right now, letting you know that, hey, these things are not on this timeline that you're on now. Okay, and I want to slide in there. As you raise to higher levels of consciousness, you're going to notice what feel like tests, but they're not tests, but it's like the universe, like you're feeling like you're being tested. Okay, that's just the best way to say it. But the universe is like showing you as well fears, things that you've released and let go of, how they no longer have power over you. And this is something that occurs when you raise to a higher level of consciousness. Each time you're going to notice certain things that you've been giving up, things that you are leaving behind. Thank your old version of you, lovely soul. Be proud of that version of you and accept this new version of you. Okay, the old version of you played its parts, and things that you have released and worked through are probably what's coming up as you're this new version of you who can actually see it, course, from a higher perspective, because you're not in that energy anymore. So those things that you didn't maybe understand, that you've worked through, that you didn't have that clarity on, you're going to receive that clarity on that. I hope that makes sense to you. Okay, so what's going on is like these three things. There's so many messages. There's so many messages that I want to come across. Y'all, let me relax a little bit. If you like this video, hit that like button. If I'm speaking to your spirit, to your heart, to your soul, hit that like button. Okay, and write down some comments if you have some comments. And let me know how this video resonates here with you today. Subscribe to the channel if you open up to the truth. If you feeling the vibe, if you rocking with the realness you heard, subscribe to the channel, lovely soul. And follow me on Instagram at Miss Kelly Travel Spiritually, you heard? Okay, so let's get into these three things, okay? So what's going on, I'm going to give you the first thing, is that you no longer have to be on that conditioning program of like having to work hard, because you're replacing that with now this creating with the infinite intelligence. Okay, so you're moving, like that's why you're surrendering to the universe, because you're moving and creating so different than you did before. Okay, it's definitely giving me, I'm also hearing fast pace. Something is definitely coming in fast pace, and some of you are moving at a fast pace. You need to slow down, because even in my energy, right, I'm noticing I'm having to really relax and stay calm. That's what I'm feeling, like this fast paced energy, really, really slow down. Okay, so definitely that it's giving me slaving energy, meaning, you know, how we slaved ourselves with trying to work hard, you know, especially in my era when we grew up, like, you got to work all, what's is coming through, hard work, no play, all work, no play, however that went. But definitely that's changing. Okay. So like, you have to become make it familiar with this more easy living, right? I'm not saying you're not going to put in work, but you're not having to hard work anymore. You're co-creating now with the infinite intelligence, with all that is, right? So that's what I'm picking up from that. The next one is the one biggest player of the game, because it's been coming through often with many of my videos, which we all know that some of you have discovered and will discover, however it resonates to you, how deep rooted caring what people think has been within you, right? From the start, from the beginning, right? Putting people before you was something that we all started in the beginning of our, you know, childhood. You know, that's what we did. Okay, many of us who resonated with me. So that's something that you're going to have to let go of completely. You're going to have to really let go of. If you already have, kudos. I don't even know what that means, but it just really just came through. But congratulations to you. Okay, if you haven't done that yet, this is your confirmation. I'm gonna go ahead and say congratulations to you too, because you finna move through it. Okay, so it's really like getting to the root of something, getting to the bottom of something. Okay, and this could be linked to what I'm talking about, of not caring what people think about you anymore. You can no longer care what people think about you anymore, how people see you, how people care about what you're doing, okay, in your life, how you live your life, how, you know, I feel like I want to say how you show up, okay, how you be. You can no longer care about that anymore in 5D. You heard? So that's definitely what I'm picking up here as well. And these are things that are being played out in your life right now that you're releasing and letting go of. You're disconnecting from these old ways of things that are completely played out and no longer serve a purpose in your life anymore, okay? So it's like, this was always a big challenge for so many of us, not caring what people think, but we no longer can care anymore. And there is some of you here who are carrying this fear of failure, right? The journey will definitely teach you that failure is something that is there for us to learn. I failed so many times, but I got so much feedback, so much information from where I failed at that I was able to grow upon that. Okay, so fear of failure, you got to look back for someone here at what failure means to you, for starters, because a lot of us were told, oh, you're a failure because of this, that, and the other. And we have to let those things go, because what something means to us, it matters. So we have to change up those things. Of course, you know that by now where you are. Okay, so like, and it's also giving me like not giving things certain meaning to. What you give a meaning to is how it'll affect you, as Bashar even says, and that's hidden deeper for many. A lot of these things are hidden deeper for a lot of you souls out there. And I'm also getting the fear of being seen. So some of you are definitely struggling with because I heard a battle with the fear of being seen. I get it. Once I realized that I was actually being seen, it, like, I don't know, it seemed to hit me deep. Like, I thought I was okay with it, and I was like, oh man, this, you know, SHIT stuff getting real. You feel me? Like, I have to be okay with this. Okay, so it's definitely giving me the feeling of like God got you in a preparation season where you getting prepped up. You know, I don't even, you know, eat turkey and stuff like that, right? I'm a vegan, but anyways, my point is, like, I'm seeing a turkey get in the oven right now, right? And this is funny because that's what I'm seeing, and I'm feeling like something's cooking, and I feel like that's the preparation, like preparing something, like you're being prepared for something, like you're definitely being prepared. You think about it, the turkey's usually in the center of the table for Thanksgiving, right? So I definitely feel like you're being prepared to be front and centered and the spotlight, okay? So you're being prepared for that, and like, I mean, I'm also hearing like fame, okay? And I'm also feeling like, and actually hearing fortune as well, okay? And I'm also hearing like it's on your side, okay? But what I feel like is fame is like comes with like being seen, okay? Being known for something that you do, okay? You're a rare individual, okay? You stand out a lot. Some of you have to be okay with standing out. That's another thing that's coming through with this second thing of not caring what people think about you anymore. And I'm also getting like, I'm seeing a light bulb being dim, not dimming the lights anymore. Okay, because you got to understand, lovely soul, that no matter what, you stand out, which goes and takes me to my dream, where it showed that in the dream, like, people were not very kind in my dream toward me. I actually even got sick in the dream, right? Where I was, you know, hurling. And it's like, being around all these different energies who didn't, and it was definitely known faces from my past, and it was definitely like being around all these energies who did not accept me for who I was, right? And I did not fit in anywhere. And so some of you, what I picked up even in my own dream, was feeling a bit lonely, right? For being unique, for being rare, for being like, also for some of you, like at this high level place where you have this like, it's giving me high level conversations, right? So like, you want to talk about these high level conversations, like conversations with meaning and stuff like that. And some of you may not have yet found your tribe just yet, or people or community, or the people that you can resonate with like that, like minds just yet. But that time is coming, because we're definitely entering into that. Okay, so it's definitely tapping into that dream. And what I decoded from that as well is just that you were never born to fit in, period, right? Okay, we were never born to fit in. We were always born to stand out. Yes, that could have triggered some people, and some could have been jealous of you, or I'm also hearing like call you attention seeker, just for you being you. These could have been some things that you've experienced in your life that caused you to be afraid to be seen. Also, that could be connected into that for someone. That could have been some clarity that just come through for you right there. Okay, so though that's another thing that is occurring, and that also showed up in my dream. It's also shown up in my dream, like a lot of leaving behind of people, right? Relationships, right? Which takes me into this message before I get to the third thing on this message here. Is definitely feeling that some of you are emotional about certain relationships. Could be even love relationships that are played out, that are no longer serving a purpose in your life, right? And you could be also just personally healing from these past love relationships that you've had in your life. It don't have to be romantic. It could be any relationship with whoever that you've had into your life. Okay, I'm also seeing an ex for someone. I'm also seeing the word marriage for some of you. Okay, and I'm also seeing ties. So it could be some karmic relationships that you actually, loved the people that was in your life, that you could be healing and having this emotional release and purging, right? These energies out of you right now at this time. That could be occurring for some of you right now. Okay, and it makes a lot of sense. Some things are definitely going to come up to you, right? You're going to have some greater understanding from some things that might have had changed you in the past. Like for me, for instance, I sent out a text to someone, to a loved one on a special day, and I could actually feel how that person responded back. I could feel the energy behind it, right? But it was still kind, right? But I could still feel deeper of the energy behind it. What come up within me was showing how, like, when I would share my love, or share your love, right? I would have expectations with that, and then if someone didn't respond in a way that I was thinking, like receiving, like how I give, like how would I give out thinking I'm gonna receive that back, that type of expectation from that place, right? And I realized in the past, when that would occur and it wasn't what I thought, I would then lower myself and then like cut off like being kind, or cut off like giving out that type of love. And it would just kind of make me bitter, right? Just kind of like let energies change me. But from this point of view, it's just like, it was different. It's like, I am who I am, and I love regardless. I love for no reason. I'm just being me, and I'm no longer allowing things to change me, right? So that could be some type of situation that some of you are also experiencing in your life, certain things coming up, giving you this realization over things that happened in the past and what changed you, right? So that could be that, again, revelation as well that's coming through. Okay, and I want to go to the third thing about the 5D living, that cannot be where you are, and that's attaching to outcomes anymore, right? Letting go what you can't control. I think that words came through a while ago, and this is something that you are experiencing in your life right now as well. And I definitely feel like you're putting in a lot of hard work, right? I definitely feel like you're definitely building up this foundation within you right now. Everything starts within us. So I feel that you're creating a stable foundation within you right now, okay? I'm also hearing using your creative skills. So I definitely feel that your creativity is also enhancing for those who are resonating with what I'm saying. I'm also feeling like you're learning to embrace your self-expression, right? Your unique self-expression, knowing that only you can express the way that needs to be expressed, because it's you who came to express that. Okay, and it's giving me, the surrendering to the universe, like releasing control to outcomes, allowing things to just be what it is, right? Okay, it's like I'm feeling like I'm hearing like control, and I'm also seeing the word safety. Knowing that you are safe and you can release that control to things that you cannot control. It's totally outside of your control. You don't have to carry those heavy burdens anymore. Okay, you're not alone with this anymore. You're more in tune. I feel like you're aligned with the universe, and definitely you're being guided to surrender to the universe. You have to let go of any attachments to outcomes, any focus on how things should turn out, right? And be living in the moment, and creating in the moment, and like having no attachments or expectations to how things should be or how they should turn out. I want to give an example real quick. Like I went to my hair appointment, which is like an hour and a half away from me, right? And literally on the way there, like I don't like creating appointments because you just never know what can happen, right? On the way there, like anything can happen outside of your control, like, right? And that definitely what happened this day for me. And literally the universe will orchestrate situations like me going down here thinking I'm just going to go to my hair appointment, and literally it also had me transcending all this old stuff literally as I was heading down that way, right? So it's like I heard moving in a new direction. So sometimes you're being guided to pivot and move in a new direction unexpectedly, or book something or go somewhere, that unexpectedly, and it will bring up things. It doesn't have to happen that way, but that definitely can happen that way. Okay, so I was going down here, so much stuff was coming up the whole entire ride, right? And then I noticed the timing and how we were a little bit I knew we were going to not make it at the time of my appointment. And the fact of why it was bothering me was because I have respect for other people's time, because I also respect myself and my time. So like, that was bothering me. I had to let that go. Like the universe, like literally was showing me, you got to let that go. That's outside of your control. You have to let it go. So I said, you know what? I just let it go. It is what it is. I did my best. This is literally outside of my control. I was ready, but there were other things that occurred and that prolonged this, for us to arrive at this timing. And I just accept it as it is. And I know the universe was using this situation for me to realize that I can't control these things, and I completely let them go. And this one right here was all that I needed to really like see it. There were other things prior to that. You may notice other things prior to that showing you what you have no control over, and you might as well let it go, right? Okay. And so anyways, look, check this out. As we got there, I would have arrived only like possibly 10, 12 to 15 minutes late, but it ended up even being later because my usual way that I go, the trains or stop with the cops there, literally where I couldn't even cross that 222 on the clock. As I said that, I couldn't even cross that. But look, I was at the right place at the right time, because 222 definitely is that number for me. I was at the right place at the right time. And I had to keep letting it go, letting it be what it is. And when I arrived, she wasn't even there yet. The other person, I was the first one there along with the other person that works there. She was there, and I was like, I told her who my appointment was with. She's like, oh, she'll be here in 5 minutes. She told me she was good. She said, yeah, she's here. And I went to the bathroom. And then when I came back, she said she'll be here in 5 minutes. And literally she pulled up in 5 minutes. And literally she told me that it's so cold, I kind of overslept on the couch. Check this out. You see that? You can see that everything will always work out for you. Everything is working out for you. You can release the control. And so now that we're in this 5D timeline, that's something that has to go, releasing control to outcomes, just being in the moment, allowing things to be what it is. It's like I'm okay with feeling pain and sorrow and happiness and joy, experiencing whatever comes my way. A lot of people don't realize that is what is being human. People don't like the sorrow and all the, the things that come with life, but you're at a place where you're really learning to accept it all. Like it's all happening the way that it's meant to, and reality happens the way that it does. And we have no control over the outcomes to things. We have to just let it be what it is. It's always guiding us, leading us, and teaching us something. And this is a part of your big growth right now. That's why so much information has come through. And look at the world card. You definitely have become full circle in your life, okay? This could be a completion of a total chapter, which I want to go into, something that just clicked in my mind right now. But you must know that your goals are in sight. As I wrote in the community this morning that come to me, you might have been seeing 1144, which I've been seeing quite often. Okay, I'm also hearing the master. Okay, so some of you could actually becoming ascended master. You are ascended master, lovely soul, whoever I'm speaking to. Okay, if it resonates with you. But 144 is definitely letting you know that all you have to do is believe and have faith and keep moving moving forward toward your goals, knowing that the universe will provide for you, lovely soul. And I'm also hearing paying attention to the signs. Okay, I heard the world is communicating with you. Look, the world is communicating with you. So I definitely feel like the spirit world is communicating with you. Pay attention to the signs and synchronicities. Sometimes synchronicities can lead you to something that needs to be seen within you. And sometimes synchronicities are giving you guidance along your path. However it speaks and resonates to you, just pay attention to how you feel when you're seeing something, or just jot it down, write it down, and eventually it will all come together and make sense for you. Sometimes I get the information, but then later, and when I start making a video about it, it even hits even deeper. The messages will come through. Okay. So definitely something is coming to full circle. And I'm also hearing entering a whole new world. Look at this person in a whole new world, right? Definitely in a whole new world. Look at this. This is the world card here. Okay, so you're definitely in a whole new world. There's a new part of you, and you must just stay persistent and determined on your part, and just accept these new experiences of this with this new version of yourself. So even though you may feel vulnerable to these new experiences, these new upgrades, these new changes, be open and receptive. Also, the universe is definitely teaching you in so many ways of how to always receive, for some of you out there who's resonating with this. So you may be having a challenge with actually these new experiences, this new version of yourself, these upgrades. That could be the challenge that you are experiencing right now. So those are the three things right now that is playing out in your life, because it no longer serves where you are on this 5D timeline. Okay. I heard crumbling and falling apart, which brings me to this message. So in this morning, I opened my closet and two things fall down on me. And they're black, right? The color is black of these things. And they're actually meant to, for soundproof, right? And so it's definitely like, what I felt from that earlier was just like, keeping out the noise and of what don't align with you. And I'm also seeing the word of chaos for some of you out there, because there could be some chaotic situations that you may be experiencing in your life that you will turn into order. You heard? Okay. But it was definitely, that's what they're for. Like keeping the noise out. That's what those things are for. Okay. So it's definitely disconnecting from, I heard reality. So I'm definitely feel like old ways of being, thinking, whatever that resonates to you in your life right now. But it's definitely like what I also picked up was, I'm also hearing silence is key. What I picked up as well, since it was black and it fell down on top of me like that, it was just like something about like the dark is crumbling. Something about the dark is crumbling and crashing, like it's just falling down. Because how they hit me, that's the first thing when it hit me. Like something just may hit you too, that you may just start to see very clearly about what I just said. You feel me? And I want to go in right there with, like, you think about it, some of you are guided to go back and watch the first Matrix, which is definitely, you got new perspective, so you may see something very differently. But what's coming through, and I just said something about the dark, which is like this dark energy, something about some dark world, you feel me? There's some things that are crashing and crumbling down. And what the Matrix is coming through for me, the first one is like, if you think about Neo in the world, many people, the people are just going on about their day, not unaware of the battle that Neo is facing against these energies, right? And you've noticed like these people that are totally unconscious to what's going on around them, you'll notice the agents come through them as well. So take that how it sits with you, lovely soul, for some of you that understand what I'm saying. Okay, so there is a message there for you. Okay, and then it's just like being to then this Knight of Cups here that I picked up, and I'm looking at this. It's just definitely like don't be rushing. Like, I don't say don't be rushing, I'm not trying to tell you like that, but be mindful of rushing towards something, because you maybe feel, I heard excitement in your heart. Okay, and then some of you may be feeling anxious. Okay, but it's definitely, I feel like it's connected into this excitement. Okay, so much newfound ideas, clarity, revelations, insight, so much is just coming in towards you. And some of you do notice the sight of your goals being very close to you. Okay, and so like you may feel this energy of wanting to rush to that. Okay, be still, be steady. Okay, so just definitely be mindful of not moving too fast, because it says what the Knight of Cups, I think like the knight moves fast. And look at this, like the cup is literally in his hand. Look at this. I feel like your cup is about to be filled up, right? And you could be catching yourself maybe feeling also heard impatient and feel like you got to rush things in your life right now. So be mindful with that energy. Okay, and be still, be steady. Okay, so it could be also like certain ideas that are coming into you. You could be feeling like you're going to miss out on something, know that you won't miss out what's for you. In the right time, you'll know when to act on those ideas. So that could be something as well that some of you are feeling impatient toward, or feel like you want to rush toward, because it is a lot of excitement, right? And it's a lot of new, right? As we have been speaking on here on this channel, which takes me into, I have been saying, this is the third airplane I've seen. 2 in my town, and literally in a whole nother city away, I saw an airplane again this year. Prior to that, I ain't seen no airplanes all of this year. And my last video, I think I had mentioned how the changes are going to start to unfold fast, because I told you prior to the last video, that's exactly what happened when that jet came over my head. That jet came again. Then when I was in another city, that there was another airplane that was flying. It was like rising high, rising above, I want to say the BS, the old stuff. You're rising above it. And I seen a billboard that said justice driven. Okay. So I definitely feel like you're receiving justice. Okay. I also heard from your karmic lessons. That's what I just heard right now. Okay. And I definitely kept seeing 88 everywhere. You're on this abundant timeline, lovely soul. So stay open to receiving always that the universe is giving to you. Okay, so that's the message that is coming across right now. Woo, y'all. Your relationships are definitely, you could be definitely clearing out some energy from these relationships that are ending in your life right now. For some of you, there's something you may feel stuck in because there's something that needs to be, I feel like you need to pivot. I just feel like you need to pivot and move in another direction. I feel like you just need to see things from in another way. Okay, for someone out there as well. But your guys really want you to pay attention to what's happening in your surroundings, what's happening and around you. Okay, that's what I'm picking up. Your guys really want you to pay attention to what is happening around you. Any other messages that you would like to share, Spirit? Ooh, y'all, I do want to pull y'all some cards as well, but you're sitting pretty though. You're sitting pretty. Now you can see just from this video here, like, to surrender to the universe, because your life is changing. Your reality is changing right before your eyes. It's a thrill. It's an exciting ride. It's new. It's different, right? And that could be some reason why some of you are feeling stuck, okay? I heard, no, it's your time to shine. It's your time to shine. It's also your time to step into the spotlight. Things are changing and growing for you. I definitely feel like that message is for someone who's feeling really scared, okay? Because you might be feeling lost. Remember, when you're lost, you will be found. It's like, that's the process, right? You may be in a space where you kind of feel lost. And that could be the one I felt down, like maybe on your downtime right now, where you need to take some time with yourself. You could be working through doing some mental work, right? Reprogramming your mind right now, resting. You may be feeling fatigued, maybe feeling exhausted with those essential symptoms. Not a doctor, disclaimer. Always consult your doctor. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay, you could be 33 years old. Someone that's here, that number just really stood out to me. Okay, let's see what source wants you to know right now. Okay, not the book. Look at this. This book was like this, but it was like this. The back was here. So it's definitely giving me ending of a chapter, ending of something in your life. It could be even ending of someone you love, a love relationship. Definitely something ending. I feel like you're rewriting this story. You're rewriting this, right? Okay, for someone out there. Okay. Let me see the message. What the source wants you to know most right now. So you're definitely, before you begin to build this in this new world of yours, you're definitely creating a stability, this foundation, a stable foundation within yourself right now. Okay, learning to live, learning about you, right? Knowing your energy, all those really great things we be talking about here. Okay, this card definitely came out in reverse, so it definitely could be a challenge. And it's saying unrequited love. And it's saying that there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Look at this. Someone is definitely struggling with the relationship right now. It came out in reverse. It could be a love relationship, romantic, or just someone that you love. It could be family. It could be a friend, right? However, I also heard it could be a relationship to a job, okay? It's a job that you want to love and enjoy, that you feel that you outgrew. However it speaks to you. But there is I'm going to read the card to you again. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. This is the end of whatever this is for you. There's not enough attraction here. Okay, there's not enough chemistry here, okay, to keep this going. So this is something that someone is definitely struggling with because it came out in reverse. So that's definitely a message for someone out there. That's what source wants you to know right now. don't even know. I don't even know if I put any of those cards in reverse, but some of them literally are in reverse. I don't even know. What does Source want the collective to know right now, please? Longing for home, belonging. The original light work is, I'm telling, like, some of you definitely feel alone here as this newfound you. This high frequency that you're in, you definitely feel alone. But change is coming, okay? Change is definitely coming, okay? I'm not definitely like putting yourself out there, finding like-minded souls, even online in communities, right? And I'm also hearing you could create your own community, okay? Whatever ideas that may be coming to you, pay attention, lovely soul, to whoever's resonating with this card here, okay? You're definitely awakening. I'm so glad I pulled this over. Look, you're entering into a whole new world. The initiation, the rite of passage, right? Is that this card? Yes. Crossing in the threshold. Look at this light. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Okay? Look where you're leading to. Look at this. You're awakening to something. There's definitely energetic codes, energetic upgrades, and a new way of being. Integration. That's also probably more energetic codes, light codes that are coming in towards you as well. But you're definitely awakening again to something. And you're going to start to see something very different than before. Okay? Very different than before. You definitely are. What to look for is my intention on this card. What to look for the collective I'm reading for. Reflection, self-reflection. Okay, and I'm definitely with the draft being so with the long net, seeing things from a higher perspective. It's giving me the feeling when I said that, to knowing when you're in your lower nature versus your true essence, your higher self, right? Being in that energy, notice the difference, okay? And I'm also hearing her shift out of that, right? So you can see things from a higher perspective. For someone out there, if you are facing a difficult situation, do not rush into making a decision. That goes that rush energy as well. Again, you are advised to turn the problem around in all possible manners before deciding on a solution. Your circumstances need to be examined carefully. To someone out there, to keep it simple, there's always a solution will come. All you got to do is move slow. Just move slow, move toward, don't focus, don't worry, none of that stuff. Just move slow, okay? Just move toward whatever you need to move towards. Example, I got pulled over on the way back from getting our hair done. That's a whole nother story itself. Beautiful, empowering moment, okay? Beautiful, empowering moment. But the thing that I want to add to it is that when we left the place, because my fiance literally got the car wash down there. So when we left the place, the license plate lights were working, but you know, we got pulled over because they stopped working all of a sudden on the road, outside of our control, right? And so my point was, like, I wasn't worried about it. In the past, I'd have been so worried about something like, as far as the license plate, something simple as that, right? Lights going out. But I wasn't worried about it. I was like, you know, it's all good. Happened for a reason. I accept it. And, you know, tomorrow we'll look into where we get some more license plate lights at. You know, and literally it just all came together just like that. And they're ordered and they're on the way. You feel me what I'm saying? Like how things, you're moving different now. Someone needed to hear that message. You're moving different now. So that is what to look for. So there could be some self-reflection that is needed, okay? I definitely feel like you're coming into this time of peace, sovereignty, right? Living in your own peace, like peace surrounding you. When you've like entered like this 5D energy, it's almost like you find that people are very loving and kind to you. You're very magnetic. People are very attracted to you. You definitely start to figure that out. Some of you are definitely going through some endings with some of these energies that could be toxic. These relationships where people could definitely be jealous of you as well. Like not wanting to see you happy, and you feel that this is a challenge for you to let go of this. That could be attaching into that love relationship. And I was staring at 22. Okay, so I actually heard that could have been a marriage of 22 years here, and someone could be 22 years old, and if someone here could have a child that's 22 years old. Okay, and maybe the relationship is because you have a child and you think this is best for them, for you to stay in this relationship, but you're not happy. So that go right there. That go the truth right there. That's not the truth. That could be a belief of what you were taught, society belief, family belief, whatever. But if you're not happy, you're not happy. And, you know, children feel everything. So you got to think about that. To someone out there, don't let your past hold you back. Look at this. I definitely heard the past is haunting someone. Okay? I heard it's calling your name. So it's definitely something that I feel like distracted. Definitely distracting you. Okay? So definitely these are things that you're being guided to disconnect from. And it could be anything in your past. Remember the card also, the left behind card that words that look, nothing will come from this situation. That's nothing that's going to come for the situation. You must know that you are good enough and you're working through these fears, lovely. So some of you are been working through these fears and you've been seeing how the universe is showing those fears no longer have control over you, right? Every level we rise up, there's new thing. Whatever comes up, we face it, we work through it, we move through it, right? So definitely this could have been in Scorpio season. So many different fears could have risen up that you've been working through, right? And you're now starting to see that they no longer have control of you. May be some new fears that may come up for you to work through. So however it speaks to you, but work through the fears. Know that you are good enough and know that nothing will come from this situation for someone out there, okay? Ooh, so tell me, Spirit, what does Source want the collective to know right now? The wound is the place where the light enters, healing, blessing, strength to carry on. You're definitely healing. You're definitely healing some wounds. Okay, so you're definitely having this emotional experience. Okay, so there could be, look at this card. This is this card. When I just did this, that's what I was feeling. This card like here, there could be some like purging going on. Look, things coming up to the surface to be released, to be healed. Okay, that's definitely what I'm picking up from this card. Okay. This is definitely giving me the vibes to open your hands of if you want to be held. Reach out. Welcome love. Hold on. I chop that up. Open your hands if you want to be held. So reach out, welcome love, and let yourself receive. That definitely goes in receiving from the universe. Receiving love that you give out. Open up. That's what I'm feeling. Open up, lovely. So 11:44 on the clock. What I tell you about that? A 1144 number that's been showing up. It shows up right now on the clock. And then 111 just shows up on this other clock. It's showing this new beginning that you're having to trust your intuition. This is a fresh, new, clear start. Okay, I'm also hearing toward prosperity and abundance. So I definitely feel like that's exactly where you are right now. I told you a lot of messages going to come through today. What does Source want the collective to know, please? To manifest. You're definitely in a place of manifestation, and what I'm feeling from this card is to making sure that you're keeping your thoughts positive, that you're focusing on what you do want to create and not what you don't want to create. Okay, I'm definitely hearing these worries, these fears, these limits, right? There could be this trapped energy, right? This feeling that could be holding you to the past. Oh wow, that's a whole different message that just come through right now for some of you out there. So being careful what it is you're focusing your attention on, because you're definitely a powerful manifester, and you're manifesting right now. You've created your whole life, whether you know it or not. Like, we created our reality, whether we were unconscious to it or not. It's the law. Things were working how they were working, right, the entire time. So then we create a way out, and then we create a whole nother life. You feel me what I'm saying? So maybe someone needs a reality check there. Okay, you're definitely healing. There's gonna be something you're going to jump into. What is this saying? You're being asked to take a chance and give whatever you're questioning a try. The stars will never all align in just the right way. Sometimes you have to take that leap anyway, because this is that time for somebody out there, baby. It's time to take a leap for someone out there that's listening to this message today. Okay, so you can see that right before your eyes, your entire reality is changing, and it's important to surrender to the universe. Let's go ahead and end this message with an angel message, please. Angel message, please, Spirit. I'm definitely seeing the number 4. You're definitely building. You're about to start building, baby, with the stable foundation, okay, that you're creating within you. Man, this is the time. Like, what that card of, let me find, man, like, I just feel like abundance and prosperity and wealth. I just feel like you're a millionaire, yo. You feel me? Like, your creative skills, like, are enhancing, like, so much is coming to you that you're going to create. I just feel like in 2025, I don't know what some of you finna step into, and it could be before there's some good stuff. You feel me? Some good stuff you're going to be stepping into. I just feel like this is a thrill. It's exciting to, no matter what you're experiencing, no matter what the challenges are, you already know challenges are opportunities for growth. It's just like, my shirt's so bright, and it's just like you being so bright and seen in the light. It's just like feeling in a bright spirit, but you know, life is what it is. It be what it is. And it's just like, we just never knew that this is the way life works, and we're learning to live and thrive now. No more just surviving and existing. We done with that. Look at the card, 666, reflect. I've definitely been seeing that number as well on license plates, and so have some of you who will resonate with this. Love, affection, compassion, kindness, attention, and self-love. Several unexpected developments will enter your life and impact how you feel. I expect the unexpected, lovely. So that's been happening to me. I kind of gave you some stories over that today, okay? This is a chance to reevaluate your identity. Look at this. This is so confirmation from everything I just said. This is your chance to reevaluate your identity, not attaching to those old stories, that limits, right? Those fears, right? Those things, right? That keep you stuck and just moving on to these, advancements. I'm definitely like these upgrades, these changes, right? They're new to you. That's what I'm hearing. Don't get stuck in what was once familiar. Disconnect from that. You need a mental shift toward greater optimism, self-assurance, and trust. Trust yourself. Be assured of yourself, lovely soul. Trust your choices. Trust your decisions. Know your energy, okay? Trust. Put your faith in your gut and your inner voice. Put your faith in your gut and your inner voice, lovely soul. And I heard not the inner critic, okay? The inner voice. In your gut. Your instincts and your intuition. Pay attention to your feelings and use them to help you become a better person. Oh, this is so spot on. I definitely resonate very deep. I hope this speaks to you as well. I love you. You got this. Keep doing you. Keep taking care of you. And until next time, y'all know where to find me at Pure Clarity Mindset at Miss Kelly Travel Spiritually as well, because we rocking with both of them. You heard. Till next time. One love.